Welcome, freshmen! The Texas Longhorns had 10 earlier enrollees and that participated in the spring workouts and spring game, such as Juan Davis making plays in the spring game, his boy and fellow tight end Gunnar Helm, and in the slot, Jaden Alexis also showed up for the spring. With that being said, the Texas Longhorns have 12 arriving freshmen arriving for summer workouts. Welcome everybody to the IZM Texas channel. I'm your boy AK, and I run this piece. I do college football videos, high school videos, and most of them focus in on the Texas Longhorns. So if this is something that you do enjoy, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. But first, let's talk about on offense, the welcome freshman, and welcoming in the 5-star stud, the Phenom, the number 12 overall player in the class, but number 1 overall athlete, Ja'Tavion Sanders. Like I said, he's ranked number 1 as an athlete because he's going to play on both sides of the ball. With that being said, he's going to get a run start at the big tight end slot position out in the flex. While he was his time out in Denton Ryan, the playmaker had over 1,000 yards his senior year, and while playing pass rush end for the Raiders. The number 1 recruit in the class for the Texas Longhorns, the silver lining in the class, Ja'Tavion Sanders arriving on the 40 and will get a run on the offensive side of the ball. Let's keep the run on the offensive side of the ball and let's go to Jonathan Brooks, the 4-star Hallettsville product from the 3A school in the great state of Texas, listed as 6 foot, right around 190 pounds, was the number 350 overall rated recruit. If you haven't seen much film on Jonathan Brooks, his film is absolutely fantastic. And what I like about him is his rhythmic style of running, as he can hit the outside, but he can get open in a phone booth, make some space in there in the holes is really what I'm going to talk about because of his elusive side-to-side quickness. Needs to overall pick up his overall speed, but with that being said, Jonathan Brooks is going to be a key addition to the class. Someone else arriving on the 40 is going to be Keithron Lee. The slot receiver is going to be from Rudder, Texas, in Bryan, Texas. 5'10", right around 175 pounds. The 3-star athlete will probably get some run in the slot. That's where I see him, as he probably will be slotted up, can get open in the phone booth. Great lateral movement and overall speed for the 3-star prospect. Sticking to the 3-star prospects on the wide receiver position, this is going to be Casey Kane. He's going to be from Warren Easton, New Orleans. He's going to be 6'2", 6'3", right around 180 pounds. He is going to be a red zone threat and a 50-50 ball playmaker for the Texas Longhorns. And Max Merrill on the offensive side of the ball is going to be a late offer, a late addition to the Longhorns whenever he was signed and committed. The Strake Jesuit standout is going to be a 3-star prospect, a little bit of a project prospect, 6'4", 270 pounds, but he is an offensive tackle, does have that offensive tackle body, so let's see what he can do whenever he does get his run, his time on the 40. But someone who will probably make an impact his freshman year, a speedster on the outside, can absolutely make plays. The decommit from Michigan, Xavier Worthy, absolutely excited about to have him on the 40. 6'1", right around 160 pounds. But with him, is we are looking for this playmaking ability from the outside and using his outside speed. Moving on to the defensive side of the ball, and again, the list must begin with Ja'Tavion Sanders from Denton Ryan, the 5-star athlete recruit. Will get majority of his snaps as a freshman, as a flex tight end, but where his technique and where his body will grow and develop, by my estimation and the guesstimation of most, is going to be on the defensive side of the ball as a pass rushing specialist. Moving on to the defensive side of the ball is going to be Ishmael Ibrahim, the cornerback from Kimball, Texas, going to be 6'1", right around 175 pounds. Did get a little bit of trouble his senior year after football season did end, but we're not going to get into that. Nationally ranked as a 198 recruit, 14th position rated cornerback overall, and in the great state of Texas, he was 32nd overall. Ishmael Ibrahim brings physicality to the cornerback position and on the 40. Moving on to Jordan Thomas. Might be a diamond in the rough, might potentially be the best player in this class. Coming from Port Arthur, Texas, the defensive lineman is 6'3", 240 pounds. But in that 240 pounds, owns an explosive amount of power and athleticism. The defensive standout won't get much run, needs to grow and develop and learn a little bit more technique, is raw in his technique as he was injured his junior campaign. Had a great sophomore campaign and senior campaign, missed out on a junior, needs to get his hand technique nailed down a little bit better. Jordan Thomas will be a diamond in the rough, the 4-star recruit coming from Port Arthur Memorial. Maurice Blackwell, Mo Blackwell, the side-to-side linebacker coming from Arlington Martin, the 4-star recruit, is what the Big 12 needs from the outside linebacker position. Gone is just the thumpers that can play the run down in the middle. You need the guy that can play both the pass in the run, play the slot position to cover those guys when need be. Maurice Blackwell has those in folds. Continuing on the defensive side of the ball, coming for the DFW area, was a major recruit. Byron Murphy III was the best defensive line on a star-studded defensive line for the Eagles of DeSoto. Very excited to see what Byron Murphy will bring to us once he gets his time on the run. Nationally rated as a 4-star, 399. Is a bit of a snub, is a bit of a shorter athlete, but the arms and the strength and the power is real with Byron Murphy. Very excited to see what he brings on the 40. And sticking to the defensive side of the ball and sticking on the defensive line, we're going to go with David Abira. The Mansfield legacy is going to be a pass rushing specialist. 6'4", 248 pounds. Again, needs to grow and develop. But on the defensive side of the ball, did play stand-up and rush end out there in Mansfield. Looking forward to excited what he brings to us. And continuing on the defensive line is going to be Holy Cross defensive lineman Byron Sorrell, probably going to be a defensive tackle, 6'3", 250 pounds, coming from New Orleans, Louisiana, another out-of-state product. Very excited to see what Lord Byron is going to bring. That's going to be it on the defensive side of the ball. Most of the defensive side of the players are going to need time to develop, need time to grow, with the exception of Jatavion Sanders. With the talent that the Horns already had in-house, and with the freshmen new arrivals already making plays in spring workouts and in the spring game in Gunnar Helm, Juan Davis, and Jaden Alexis, which one of these new arrivals will potentially make an impact or contribution year one? Definitely Jatavion Sanders on the offensive side of the ball. The flex tight end will make big-time plays for jump 50-50 balls and in the red zone. And I believe they'll work in some small-time packages for him as well. But definitely continuing the offensive side of the ball. The split, speedy wide receiver, Xavier Worthy, all the way from Fresno, California, Central East High School, 6'1", 160 pounds, as he's got speed on the outside, and that speed can create openness for others underneath and make big-time plays in the passing game. He has great crisp run routes, runs them very crisp and precise, and in Sark's offense might be a potential threat year one. With that being said, let's welcome all the freshmen and let's welcome everybody and the new arrivals to the Eyes on Texas channel. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Like the video, tell your friends. But as always, keep your head in a swivel and your eyes on Texas. Hook 'em up. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the little gray bell so you are notified as soon as I upload new content. Keep your head in a swivel, horns always up.